Well, good afternoon from an absolutely glorious sunny day down on the allotment. I've just finished work and I've just come down just to make a start on the Brassica cage that I need to get in place to get those extra brassicas that I mentioned in the last video. The key thing is I've got to try and keep it as light as possible because I've made it to slightly larger than this bed here. And I've got 9 beds exactly the same size as that. So what it's going to mean is I'm going to be able to lift it up and move it to any of the 9 beds, year on year. So I'll just take you around and just show you what I've done, how I've done it. All the timber that I've got has all been recycled. I get it from a wood yard that recycles the timber. So it's all really cheap. It's all stuff that's been stripped down from old pallets and things like that. So one man's rubbish is another man's treasure, as I say. I'll take you and have a look at it and you can see how I'm going to do it. So basically the bottom timber frame there, all the way around the outside, is like a 3x2 timber, so it's quite substantial. And then these posts here, the uprights, are like something like a 2x2 piece of timber. And then these are just simple lats off old pallets. So I've got 3 going up like that around the sides. I'm going to put one again on the bottom, so there's 3 horizontals, and then I'm toying with the idea of maybe putting something across the top in the shape of an X just to support the net at the top, because one of the things you've got to remember is in the winter time, and you get snow, sometimes if you can't get down quick enough it can stretch the net and break the net. So I don't want to overthink it, and I don't want to use too much timber because, as I say, it's got to be portable. I've got to be able to lift it from that bed there, maybe across to this one or the one behind. So what I'll do is I'll finish the final construction, show you what that's like, and then we'll start to net it up. But that's not going to be today. Today's an absolutely beautiful day. So I will be going, I won't be picking that salad just yet. I will be picking some salad from what I have in the greenhouse, taking that up home, and we'll be having a barbecue. But look at that blue sky. Absolutely not a cloud in the sky there. So I'll see you on the next part of this video. Until then, take care. Well, good morning from the allotment again. Beautiful sunny day. I've got up really early just to try and finalise this structure. It was too warm to do it yesterday afternoon, so I've cracked on early this morning before work. So I'll show you the final design. So there we go. Just have a quick look from this angle. As you can see, what I've done there now is I've put 2 top braces on just to brace the roof and support the net. We've got the horizontal going across there and the same at the sides, and what I've done is I've braced these corners, so each corner is braced with a batten, as you can see over there. So I'm quite happy with this. I don't think it's too heavy. I think what I'll do as well in the winter is when I store this net, particularly to protect it from the snow, I'll turn it upside down so that the net is actually down on the floor, and then that should stop it from being damaged. So it's all about the netting now. So before I nip off to work, I'll just demonstrate the lightness of it. As you can see, that's quite steady, easy enough to pick up. Obviously it'll be a 2-man job. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 handles placed here that you can lift up, and 2 on the other side, so it makes it easier to transport about. Anyway, that's it from me. I've got to dash on and do some watering. and then get myself off to work. So until I see you next, take care. Good afternoon. I don't know where all the blue sky's gone. It's turned a little bit grey, but it's still quite warm. Anyway, I've come down after work and just started to net the Brassica cage up. I've got the two sides on, I've just got the ends to do now, and then we're ready to get planting. The trusty old staple gun comes in handy. Ideally it's a two-person job is this, but obviously there's nobody else around, so you've just got to crack on and make best of it. So I'll crack on, get everything else finished, and then I'll show you the finished product. That might not be today, that might be tomorrow at some point. Okay. So that's it, finally complete. I decided to stay on and do both the sides. So that's all done now. The only thing I've got to do now is do a little bit of trimming around the bottom edges, and that's the job done. I can finally get the last of the brassicas in, which they've been desperate to go in for a fair few days now. So I'm not doing that today, I'm going to do that tomorrow. So from me to you, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning from another lovely sunny morning down on the allotment. It's Friday, I've taken the day off, so I'm treating myself to a long weekend. Managed to get the Brassica cage finished yesterday, so I'm going to crack on now and get those brassicas in there. So let's crack on. So what we're going to be putting in the cage today is some turnips, and I think this variety is called Snowball. 3 remaining sprouts, which are fill a basket, and some kale. And I totally forgot what that is. It's something like Black Russian or something like that. So we're going to get those in and get cracked on. Let's hope my support don't give way and crack me in the back. So first of all, I'm going to get these sprouts in. They need a good bit of space between them, so they're going to get a third of this bed and put one at this end, one in the middle, one at this end. Really firm those sprouts down. We don't want to get any sort of root rock on these, because the root rock actually makes the sprout actually burst open into flower. So I'm going to put some stakes in with these as well. Stakes as in timber stakes, obviously. And that's the last one of those. So there we go. That's the last of the brassicas in there. I've still got some spare, but those will be given away to plot neighbours, anybody that's short. So 3 sprouts at the end here. There. And then we go into, I've got 6 kale in there. And then we have 20 turnips in that space there. Now it is quite closely planted, but I do intend to start taking those when they're quite young. So overall, really pleased. I'm just going to give them a good water and get the cage dropped. On we go. Well folks, that's it from me this week. It's been quite a frantic week trying to get that cage finished in between work and doing my normal daily tasks at home. I want to finally finish this video and pay tribute to one of YouTube's giants in the gardening world, who unfortunately passed away a couple of days ago. Steve from Green Side Up was one of those people that sort of inspired me to start a YouTube channel and try and spread the love of gardening. Steve was a really nice man. I've never met him. A really nice man and a man of the soil. So I'll be thinking of him over this weekend and all his family and friends. So from me, have a good weekend, have a good bank holiday weekend, enjoy the weather, and happy growing. And remember, always plant those plants green side up. Rest easy, Steve.